Hey, it's Marva Riley. One of the best things, one of the best decisions that I've made in this life journey was when I quit bedside nursing almost 8 years ago and moved from South Florida, where I lived and practiced nursing for over 20 years. I was experiencing burnout, worked in the ICU for many, many years. And I also work hospice, which takes a toll on you as well. But I had gotten to the point where I was just burnt out. You know, you make all the money, you couldn't enjoy it really. Cost of living was very expensive. My kids were grown, but I had to keep working and, things were just expensive. And I was burnt out. That's the bottom line. So my hubby and I decided, we're going to look at moving elsewhere where cost of living is cheaper. And we looked at Nicaragua. We looked at Jamaica. We looked at the Caribbean. We even looked at the Philippines, Indonesia, India. And then somebody said to me, there are cheaper houses that can be bought in places like Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. Cheaper houses, really? Because when you hear of Georgia, you hear of Atlanta, and Atlanta's prices were like similar to Fort Lauderdale's prices where we lived. So we started doing a little bit of research in the US, and we found that you can actually live pretty reasonably in the US. Probably even cheaper than many other countries that we were looking into. Now, mark you, we did see people who had retired on $650 per month Social Security and moved to the Philippines and were doing very well. Because when we were doing the research, we saw these testimonials on YouTube. Saw people who had moved to Panama and were doing well. I know of people who had moved to Jamaica, but they had their house, and with their small Social Security of $600 or $800, they were able to do well. But I kind of wanted to stay in the U.S., not too far from my children. So we started looking, and sure enough, we found that there are ways to live on a small income, as it were, in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, parts of Virginia, Louisiana, and even New York, believe it or not, like upstate New York, not in the city, of course. So that's what we started looking into it and found this amazing property in Georgia. It's not in Augusta. It's just a little bit out of Augusta. It's not Atlanta, so it's not as expensive. And we live on an acre of land with a lot of trees. You see me exercising all the time. And that afforded me the opportunity to retire from bedside nursing. Now, I still do nursing. I do a lot of research and I write books. And I have a holistic health advocacy movement going on social media and stuff like that. But I don't have to work bedside nursing anymore, and I don't make money on nursing. I don't practice nursing, put it that way, other than educating people as to how to best take care of themselves. When we sold our house in South Florida and bought a house cash in Georgia, it wasn't very expensive. It was a fixer upper, and we fixed it up. We lived in part of it and fixed it up, but we're debt free. We don't owe any money on our cars. We both drive older cars, and we owe no money, and we owe no credit card bills. And we also started a little real estate business where we would buy old houses, pretty much that nobody wanted, and we would fix them up and rent them. So we also bought some that we fixed up. We renovated and sold and made some money. So are we rich? Well, depends on how you define rich. Rich is being debt free. Rich is not having to go to anybody's job every day, getting up at 5 o'clock in the mornings to get to work by 7. It was just, I mean, we both had gotten to the point where we were burnt out. So we really wanted a change, and that's what it is. So right now I'm sitting in our backyard on my computer doing some work. I mean, like paying my contractors. I have a property right now that I'm working on renovating in downtown Augusta with a plan to flip it, as they would say, sell it. And that has afforded us the ability to not have to go work for anyone. Just wanted to share that. It's a privilege. It's really a blessing to be able to work from home. Like I was telling you, I'm on my laptop right now. I'm gonna be pay my vendors, pay my contractors, collect my rent from my tenants, pay the bills. These are what I do on a daily basis, to make money and to run my business from home. I can get up when I feel like getting up in the mornings, and of course, unless I have a project that I have to go, check on, and I can take breaks in the day. I can find time to exercise, prepare healthy meals. Like this morning, I got up and I cooked, and I've been going to the gym. And when I don't go to the gym, I can exercise in my yard. It's just really living what they call the dream, really. And I'm very grateful for that. I know that this is not something that everybody can do, but sometimes just being willing to move. We have to either move in our mindset or move physically for changes to occur. And sometimes we have to move physically for changes to occur, to be able to live free. Because this is true freedom, not having to get up and go to anybody's job early in the morning, working night shift as a nurse, that kind of thing. This is true freedom. Financial. Okay, so I was saying this is true financial independence, debt-free living, and having time to do what I like to do. All right, take care. This is Marva Riley. God bless you.